A century and a half ago, the first cannon was fired, and that started the Civil War.
Yeah, a century and a half ago exactly today in the Carolinas, the war was fought from 1861 to 65 to decide whether the United States would stay united or be torn apart. It also resulted in the end of slavery. What role did Wisconsin play? Well, the war certainly had a strong impact throughout the state. And as Fox 11's Becky DeVries reports tonight, for some that impact has been personal through the generations, as a local exhibit tries to remind all of us about Wisconsin's connection.
When you think of the Civil War, what comes to mind?
For me, it's family history.
David Dressang counts 2 great-grandfathers and one of their brothers among relatives who fought, all 3 from Wisconsin. He says the youngest was 15.
He didn't volunteer. He was called a replacement soldier. Someone got drafted and paid him to take a spot.
Today, Dressang is a Civil War reenactor.
Mainly we do it to keep their memories alive, keep the stories going.
Dressang holds a treasured family history, and the Neville Public Museum in Green Bay holds local historic treasures from the Civil War.
These are photographs that are in our collection, in the Neville's collection, and about 95% of them are soldiers from this area who served in the war.
The photographs are just one piece of an exhibit that runs for the next 7 months.
The exhibit here at the Neville highlights specific connections from Northeast Wisconsin to the Civil War, including a commissioning document for a naval officer who settled in Green Bay, signed by Abraham Lincoln.
But what I always find so interesting is that as you're delving into these stories, that you're uncovering these very personal things.
Personal things from those who lived in a state that was just starting out.
We do our best to tell their stories because there's no one around to do it anymore.
Whether or not your family is part of this country's past, the history of the Civil War will be studied and learned from for generations. In Green Bay, Becky DeVries, Fox 11 News.
When the war began, Wisconsin had just become a teenager, turning 13. Historians say more than 600,000 people were killed in the war. 13,000 of those were from Wisconsin.